Okay, good afternoon, everyone. We managed to make a little bit of extra time. We did so well this morning that I actually came down and gave Alice her eggs, and next thing you know, it's chicken fried steak for lunch. Damn good chicken fried steak in there. So, we got to finish off our day. So what we're going to do next is we're going to grab this little tedder here, and we need to head up to the farm. This is a little tiny field, but not sure how long it's going to take me to do the big field up there. I'm feeling a sense of urgency, but at the same time, if this goes into the night, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. On the list of things to do today, we have to tedder. I never know which one it is, Ted or tedder. If you know, leave me a comment. It's a tedderer or tedder. It's a tedder, but are you tethering or are you tedding? These are the kind of things that boggle my mind. Anyway, so let's head up to the farm. Other things we need to do today is we need to give the cows some mixed ration, some TMR. There, we'll let this guy through. Go ahead, go ahead. Frickin' OJ. Anyway. So yeah, so we need to give our cows some power food and a little bit more grass if at all possible. And then we have maybe 2 loads of milk to bring down to the road. That'll help pay for some of this equipment. And yeah, and then tomorrow we go out there and buy ourselves a baler, and that one I think I'm going to buy. And because I think the hay equipment I think we should own, because it's something that once we're rolling with it, we'll be doing this twice a year. So yeah, so I feel like we need to buy the hay equipment. It's not really appropriate to be leasing it. All right, here we go. Okay, hang on a second. Just had too much coffee for lunch. Okay. Ooh, coffee goes right through me. Anywho, sorry about that. I'm gonna have to resolve that issue too before the cold comes, because running down that hill in the middle of the night is just getting a little tiresome. Not sure what I can do about that, but yeah, when it comes to snow, that might get a little long in the tooth. All right, and just like that, we are tedding. So this is not going to be a fast process, but it's going to be a process nonetheless. So the first thing I want to do is I want to go around this field in first person. I want to make sure that I stay to the outside, because once I've got the outside marked with that different color grass, it's going to be pretty easy for me to sort out where I'm supposed to be. But this first pass is pretty crucial, just to make sure I don't miss any of it. Because we don't have any of it to waste here. We're dealing with unfertilized old grass. So I need to maximize my production right this year. And as soon as we're done with this process, I'm actually going to invest in a plow, and all these fields have got to go, because there's no way we're doing this another year without being able to spread manure and fertilizer, slurry, and weed these fields so that we get maximum production out of them. We just don't have the real estate. And again, we're hoping that by the end of next year, we'll have 100 cows up here. Now, it may not be on this specific map because the map is growing, and I'm hoping that by the time we get to the spring, Mr. Jerry will have something larger and more wonderful to show us. But no pressure. We're just going to play it around, play it through. We might need to take a little break and go play another map for a while and try something completely different. We don't know. Okay, so we got the bright green grass off to one side, the tedded hay. It's looking gorgeous. Gorgeous and bright and drying. We'll leave this out in the sun until probably mid-morning tomorrow. And then we'll be able to windrow it, and then we'll bale it. But that's tomorrow's episode. I wish there was a calculation that told us how many liters of food it takes to feed 50 cows for a full year. Unfortunately, with Seasons Mod, that gets harder than ever because they eat more in the winter, they drink more in the summer, and trying to come up with some sort of an average of that becomes quite impossible. Especially since how every year your herd grows, so it's not like you can just say, okay, let's just stick to 50 cows and do the math. It doesn't work that way. All right, let's just get this one done. Bit of a bald patch here. I'm not sure what that's all about. Doesn't seem to want to accept grass on it. That'll get fixed with plowing anyway, but something to think about. Kind of doing these by eyes, so they may or may not be straight, but you know, I feel like they've got 2 or 3 passes between them. Just doing this as a way of doing it differently. Also, if I keep these lines more parallel, windrowing is just a lot easier. I am really enjoying this tedder. Whatever. You know what I mean. Well, turns out they weren't as parallel as I thought. But that's all right. There we go. One more row over here. And I think that'll do it for this field. Maybe a little bit more here. Okay, I think we got her. Beautiful work. Okay, get her going again. Once again, we go around, set up our field boundary, make sure we don't end up with any loose ends at the edges, and then prepare to make the loops on the inside. You'll be glad to know this section is almost done. It's a harvest like any other. You know, you wish it was more exciting, but you know, it's just work that has to be done. And if you don't enjoy this sort of, I don't know, like the therapeutic side of just having a task and focusing on it and getting it done, this game is probably not for you. May I recommend something in a Call of Duty or Battlefield? If you enjoy sort of driving through the countryside and enjoying the company of your cows and doing the work it takes to take care of them, it's an incredibly rewarding game. Pretty happy with how this field worked out too. Just by joining those two fields together, we have a lot of real estate here. So once we get her all plowed up and fertilized and working hard for us, this is going to produce tons and tons of hay for us. You can tell the trees that were my mistake when I edited the map while it was underway. They all have wood chips at the bottom of them from where they were previously cut. That one over there, that's one of those. It's annoying, but you know, it's a lesson learned. Don't edit your map when you're working and when you're playing it. Something I got away with when I was playing on old streams, and I think Cobra Park I was editing while I was playing. But I wasn't doing as much wood then. Now apparently I'm all about the lumber trade. Easy money, what can I say? Once you understand how to work it. May have missed some wood chips too. And hopefully when we plow this field, that'll all go under. Hopefully. It is a little disheartening doing all this work knowing that had we had more time to plow and to reseed, this would be so much more productive, but this is the limitations of seasons and of playing on extra hard, and you can't always get 100% on things, and sometimes just a pass is good enough. Good news is we have 3 grass fields, 1 large one, 2 small ones. I think we're going to have tons of product. And if we really need to, well, we can always just cut more trees and sell them off and trade them for bales. Okay, I think that row over there is our last one. Oh, might need to do a double pass on this one. I think that's it. Maybe these 3 guys here need another go. Yeah, definitely. This part here, I think this needs a little bit of help. maybe not. No, that looks all good. Just the irregularity in the farm sim piles, that's all. Okay, we are in business. I'm actually going to leave this tether outdoors. So let's just do this. And we'll go put her away. Before we do that, we're going to give her a little wash. Actually, come to think of it, we're also going to put this guy away while we're at it. Yeah, I don't need the PTO. We're just going to put it away. Where do we put it? Let's put it in here somewhere. I think we can put it up against that wall over there. You know, in a second. Let's lift it. There you go. No point in dragging it along the floor. Great. All right, she did a good job today. Tomorrow's another day, though, so we'll work with that. Now, oh, wait a minute. I should have kept her out. I think I needed her to run the feed mixer. Okay, well, whatever. Let's go get some hay first. And 2 scoops. Okay. Let's grab a scoop of this loose stuff here. Finally get to clean this off the ground. Good. Oh, chicken. Why you gotta be in the way? Ah! Old compressor. Good. And finally, a little bit of silage will do them a little bit of good. Last of our summer silage. Good. I don't know if it'll take a whole other scoop, but I'm definitely going to try to give it to her. In 2 days, we'll be harvesting fresh corn silage, which will take 2 more days to ferment. So there may be a day or two where the cows are getting by on hay alone. It's not a big deal because their reproduction time is ending tomorrow. So as long as I can get them through tomorrow, we're going to be okay. Let's go back to the shed. Oh. I don't know. Do they need straw? No, they're full up on straw. We're okay there. So let's just go and put this away. Perfect. Back in our trusty case. What else do they need? They're going to need water after that and grass. Okay, well that's fine. So the sun's getting a little low in the sky. But I think we had an extremely productive day. We've got all of our hay tethered. And we are ready for tomorrow's. Oh, a little bit further back. We are ready for tomorrow's. Oops. Baling experiments. Well, experiments. I have decided to go with the small baler. I've decided that that's going to be fine. And that, oh, of course. Though, like I said, I wouldn't mind having to load them. But the idea of hand feeding the animals in here is just too good to pass up. I'll be able to use a smaller forage mixer, something a little bit more affordable. We're going to return this one because this one's being leased for now. The only reason we have this one is because of the because we had to buy large bales. With the smaller bales, we can use a smaller forage mixer, which will frankly fit better in here. And we can buy it outright and own the thing. Not that that's necessarily a good thing, but I think it would be nice to have our own equipment. Good. Hook back up to Mr. Water. And on that note, as I go back down the hill to get some water, I'm going to need to sell the milk and mow a little bit of grass with my Profi hopper. I'm going to get the cows as high up in the percentages as possible, because tomorrow they get fresh hay, and in a couple of days they get fresh silage, homemade corn silage. So they will be happy, happy cows all winter long. Thank you so much for joining me. You guys have a great evening, and we will see you tomorrow.